What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader here answering your questions. A big question that I get often is why penny stocks? These are like the most hated upon assets in all of finance. They're like the biggest scams, like if you've seen The Wolf of Wall Street or Boiler Room. And for me, it's just easier. There's less competition because they're so hated. You don't have big hedge funds trading them. You don't have prop firms. You don't have the smartest, richest people in the world like you do everywhere else in finance because there's just not the huge amounts of money to be made. And it's very important that you realize this. Like, you're never gonna make $1 billion trading penny stocks. Some of you guys message me being like, Tim, it's cool that you have a few millionaire students, but I'm so dedicated, I'm gonna be your first billionaire student. No, you're fucking not. Okay, there's no billions of dollars to be made in penny stocks. They're just too small. You can't take that many shares. There aren't that many shares out there of any of these companies. Even if a penny stock goes from 1 to 100, what are you gonna have? You might have 1 million shares, so you might make $100 million maximum. The good news is you don't need $1 billion. I know billionaires, they're fucking miserable. They're in prisons of their own wealth. They can't trust anybody. They need security everywhere they go. Like, they have so many responsibilities. I gave a TED talk. I said I never wanted to be a billionaire. No one believed me. Everyone is like money hungry. Everyone's like, I want to make $1 billion. Fuck $1 million. $1 billion is what's cool. Didn't you ever see The Social Network? I have seen The Social Network, very entertaining movie. But at the same time, I like donating, okay? I have a few $1 million in my bank account, and I've also donated several $1 million. And I like that ratio, giving back and still having enough, to live pretty well. I'm staying in this place for a week. You don't need to necessarily buy villas everywhere. You can just rent them. You can charter jets. You don't have to buy your own jet. In fact, it's usually a pretty bad investment. I do buy my own cars, but that's just because I love cars. I don't know what to tell you, but there is less money to be made in penny stocks. The good news is if you make a few $1 million, you can pretty much do whatever the fuck you want in life. That gets you out of the rat race, that gets you working, out of working for other people, that gets you out of having a boss that you hate or mortgage payments or debts. You can take care of friends, you can take care of family, you can start your own charity. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You can have toys. You can travel anytime you want, as I've been to over 100 countries. So I want you thinking differently. I know that a lot of people want to make billions of dollars, and if you want to do that, that's beautiful, but you're not going to do it with penny stocks. The good news, like I said, is that because there's such limited upside in this small little niche, it's just easier. You're competing against fucking morons. Like, people who believe that these penny stocks are the next Microsoft, they never are. People who don't do thorough research, all you have to do is read SEC filings. I have a whole DVD called Learn to Read SEC Filings. If you want to learn how to read these boring legal filings, it'll change your life. Just doing research in a niche that most people don't do research. Most people who believe in these penny stocks, they don't look at the past. They don't look at history. If you look at history, you would see that 99.9% of penny stocks fail. Why do you think that you're so smart that somehow you're gonna find the next penny stock that's gonna be the biggest thing ever? It's probably not. It's probably gonna fuck up for any number of reasons. Small companies are at a huge disadvantage in the world competitively and what they can do, like, lasting. Like, they're just probably not gonna make it. That's okay. Even if a company will fail in the long run, that doesn't mean that the stock is not worth trading in the short term. You have a lot of penny stock volatility. So that's what I want you getting used to. Not saying that these penny stocks are going to be the next Microsoft, just that their stocks can go from 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 in a few days like big companies can't. You will never see Google or Amazon go up 500% or 1,000% like a penny stock can in a day or two if you have the right news, if you have the right volume, if you have the right newsletter, if you have the right market environment. So there are big percentage gains possible in very short periods of time, which makes penny stocks ideal for small accounts. That's why I trade them. That's why I teach. That's why I trade with a small account. That's why I want you to trade with a small account. Don't try to say, hey, Tim, I'm going to be your next millionaire investor, millionaire student. I'm going to start with 700,000. All you have to do is make me 300,000 and I'm a millionaire. Please start small, okay? I've taught trust fund babies. They're mostly dumbasses and dicks and inbred and coke addicts, and it just doesn't end well for them. If you start small and you learn how to grow a small account exponentially, you challenge yourself. My top student started with just $1,500 of his own money. Now he's closing in on 7 million. It's not straight from 1,500 to 7 million. He had a lot of ups and downs. And in order to grow the small account, he had to learn how to turn a few thousand into 10,000, 10,000 into 20,000, 20,000 into 50,000. So I want you to learn from the start. I want you to learn how to grow a small account because most people think it's impossible. It's not impossible, it's just tough. You need strategy and you need the right perspective. Leave a comment underneath this video. Let me know if this cleared up a few of your misconceptions or assumptions or questions. If you think that this has been helpful, send it to a friend or family member who disapproves of penny stocks or me. I'm just trying to be real with you. Cheers. Hey, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope that they help you. I want to share everything that I've learned over the years. You can check out more videos right over there. And also click subscribe so that you can watch all of these videos, get that knowledge, and become my next millionaire student.